New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of the Super Junior 27 Night 8 is your boy Blunt C. United, aka Benzo Miyahara, aka Stardust Yaku, aka the Pure Pro Wrestling Fly God, and aka the Pro Wrestling Fly God do not like ugly. Here, like I said, to talk about Night 8. And I'm not alone. You know, it seems like it's been a long time, not only for this person being on shit, but it's the first time I've not done a show by myself, which I'm not hating either way. Life gets in the way of shit, but it's been a long time since this has happened on the channel. Bunchy Bunches, what's up?
What up? How's it going? It's good to be back.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
I know how much you missed me just like trolling off like I had something else to say.
I literally thought there was more to that, but it's all to the good. So, like I said, we're here talking about the Best of Super Juniors Night 8, and you actually were able to catch this whole show. We actually, both of us did, because that's why the reason we both are here right now. So, and this is actually the penultimate night of the Best of the Super Junior tournament. We got one more night to go, and I believe this stuff wraps up on Friday, I believe, is coming up. So, yeah. So, I know back in the day, we used to, like, get up a lot and watch these shows, and now, since I've gotten older, I don't get up a lot, like, immediately at 4 a.m. to watch these shows if it's not a big show.
Right? Like,
I'm
I
not doing
happened
it.
to just be up, and I was like, oh, I have some time to kill. I'm going to catch up on New Japan. And you walked out in the living room and was like, wait, was this morning?
I mean, I didn't, because the only reason I didn't know this was this morning was I knew there was a show this morning, but the way that the format was going, guys like Naito, Kota Bushi, they hadn't been on any of the tour whatsoever. So that's kind of why I was like, this is, a show from this morning, because up to this point, I hadn't seen Ibushi nor Tetsuya Naito since November 7th, since Power Struggle. So them being on this show was actually a surprise, and I didn't know they were going to be on the show, because to this point, nor World Tag League or Best of the Super Junior, neither one of those guys had been. So that's why it was a little surprising to me.
Hey man, 2020, anything's possible.
Except Kota Bushi winning the Tokyo Dome, but that's neither here nor there. Because that did not happen in 2020. It was supposed to, but all right. We got a couple matches. We have I think they have so looks like league action on December 5th. We had Taiji Ishimori, Hiromu Takahashi, SHO, and El Desperado. They after league action, they're all sitting at 12 points, and we got those guys still being a factor leading into the final night. So let's go ahead and talk about this card, talk about the matches we saw, talk about ultimately what we thought of them. So, first match we had in this Best of the Super Junior, it was a little, like I said, the schedule was a little different. We normally would have gotten a preliminary match, but this time we got the BSOJ match first, and it was SHO who was actually sitting on 10 points, taking on and defeating Yuri Yamura in about 15 minutes and 1 second. He defeated him with the shock arrow. Yuri Yamura Bunches has had a great Best of the Super Junior this whole time. SHO, for all for his credit, he has as well, and it's just a credit to both of these guys right here. They've had an amazing match right here. We had nice limb work, nice striking, and the power breaker that he hit on Yuri Yamura was it was very stiff, because he lifted him up himself, then he dropped him on his knees himself. I thought this was a solid opener. Like I said, I wasn't expecting the BSOJ match to open it up, but it is what it is. So what you think about that?
Yeah, so like I took my hiatus and I have not been watching like I used to, getting back into that. And so for me, like having that be like an opener match, it definitely was a reminder of everything that I've been missing and just how far like SHO has came.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't expecting that. That move on the knees, that gave me some knee pains just looking at it.
And I don't even know when the last time that you were watching, I don't even know where Yuri Yamura was even at, or if he was even, hate to say, even a thing on New Japan at that time. I'm sure he probably was. He was probably just maybe becoming a young lion, I feel.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think he maybe was just but yeah, he's gone. He's grown to his own. And a lot of these guys, they'll joke post-match. They'll be like, this dude's not even that young. This dude's 26. They're talking about young lion. Like, it's just like...
Right?
I mean,
well, it's just like, shit, what's his face? Kitamura. Muscle Man.
Oh, he was a young...
Yeah, we saw him for like 1 year, and then he got injured, and he was like, retired. I'm just gonna become a bodybuilder.
And he was already past 30 when he was a young lion. So him being like... Young lion's not really about age, I feel, even though it kind of is I think something that people kind of resonated with that, but I think it's more or less about experience. And,
yeah, absolutely.
It's just if you were a young lion and experience, you were going to be...
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
right?
age. It's all about the experience.
And the next match we got in the best of the Super Junior action, we have Doki, who was also sitting on, not also, but he was sitting on 2 points coming into this, taking on you guys' favorite, one of my favorite. He's the champion of the goddamn universe. Although his title was not on the line here. Bushi. And I was watching this match, I was just kind of like, damn, Doki's had a really good tournament. And it's kind of a shame that he's only going to have 2 points. And literally, as I'm saying this, he wraps up Bushi for this surprise roll-up pinfall right here for I think it's called the Jorge Rivera special. And shout out to Jorge Rivera, the actual MMA fighter. I don't believe that's a move that he did, but this is a little under 11 minutes. Solid stuff from both guys here. Doki's had an amazing tournament. Bushi's had a very solid tournament himself, and he's always been one of the most stylish guys in this tournament. I did like the match. I really did, actually. So, I didn't want Bushi to lose to Doki, but the fashion that he lost to Doki, I'm totally fine with it. And it kind of just maybe gives, they're going to probably have a singles match pretty soon again. So
yeah, I hope that we see more of them in 2021.
I think we will. I hope we see...
Because we know with New Japan and their long-ass storylines.
I hope to see, because I feel like Bushi's almost an already established guy. I hope to see more of Doki start to get more shit under his, under his belt in 2021, because he's been a guy that they've kind of jobbed out a lot. So
yeah, he's just here as a filler, more or less.
Yeah.
And that's a shame for him, because he brings a lot to the ring. Stop sleeping on Doki.
Shit, the next match is actually a tale of 2 different wrestlers who I thought would have 2 different sets of points, because El Desperado is actually representing both of the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, having the belts come out with him, and he's taking on Robbie Eagles. He takes on and defeats Robbie Eagles. I thought both these guys' point placement would be total opposite. I thought Robbie Eagles would be one of the guys towards the top at the end of this tournament, and I thought, not necessarily saying El Desperado would have been the guys toward the bottom end of the totem pole, but I would have thought Robbie Eagles would have been more into the final, play than El Desperado would have been. But that's neither here. That's for naught, because not only has he defeated Robbie Eagles here, he's defeated Hiromu Takahashi, and he's defeated the reigning IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, has El Desperado. So he's not only sitting on 12 points right here after getting his victory, he's beaten some heavy people in this tournament, and he's made quite a name for himself in 2020. So shout out to El Desperado once again. He gets the victory over a man who looked utterly ridiculous coming out to the ring. But it's
fucking looked like he's cosplaying like a bubblegum Taichi.
He's just like, hey.
Like, the real tragedy of that match was that Dusty didn't take that jacket and just rip it to shreds.
He would have, but I feel Robbie Eagles probably begged him not to, because he probably paid a good penny for it, even though it still looks dumb. Off. It's still a dumb-looking jacket. But it's just weird. I thought he would be in the place that Despy was in, considering that the guy that brought him into the Chaos stable has now left Chaos and has formed his own stable. So it's kind of like he just left his man to Will Ospreay high and dry Robbie Eagles. So it's kind of, I thought this would be something maybe catapult him and springboard him to the top of this junior heavyweight division. But maybe in 2021, because right now El Desperado is sitting high and pretty, and he might be going to the final. So, yeah, sorry, Robbie. It's better luck next year, pal, as they say.
Pay your dues.
And the next match we had is, we take a break in Best of the Super Junior action, and we have a 6-man tag. We have the team of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Sonata, the Cold Skull Sonata, the King of Dragons himself, Shingo Takagi, and the man who was actually currently the double champ, the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champion simultaneously. I've been saying that shit all year, as y'all know. Tetsuya Naito taking on the team of Kota Ibushi, Satoshi Kojima, and one Kokeshi himself, as I hit my head, Tamaki Homa. And we had I was like, before I was watching this match before work, and I said to you, hey, I'm going to take a bet in who wins, just a friendly bet, who wins this match, and by the means about how they win. I was wrong. I was incorrect. I thought Homa would probably lose via skull in. I got the person winning correct. I got Sonata winning this match.
No, you did not say Sonata.
What did I say?
Naito.
I did say Naito this morning. You're right. I thought Naito... You know what? Fair. Good point. I thought Naito would hit Homa with the Destino. They went the total opposite route. They had Sonata actually put Kojima away with the rounding body press, a.k.a. moonsault press. So that was a little bit of a mix-up. I didn't think they would go that way with the finish of this 6-man tag team match. But the stuff with Naito and Ibushi was pretty much the crux of this match. That's pretty much what this match is about. Getting us ready for the encounter that we're going to have on, I can't even remember which day, if it's night 1 or night... I think it's night 1. Night 1 of the Tokyo Dome show. So, and it just reminds us how great opponents these two guys are. So we get Sonata getting the win for his team. Thought this match is pretty decent, considering we hadn't seen Naito or Ibushi for the better part of a month. Yeah, nothing?
Yeah, no. No, I mean, like, I don't have shit to add to it. Because, like, you're talking about, it's been a while since you've seen Naito. Man, it's really been a minute since I've seen Naito.
Well, his team was on the winning side. They got the winning share of the purse tonight, so it is what it is. And a guy who was not on the winning side right here, we got more best of the Super Junior action. He did not get the winner's purse, the winner's share of the money. We got Master Wato right here. Won Hirai Kawato back in the day. Losing, getting beat by the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Taiji Ishimori, 15 minutes and 34 seconds. He beat him with the Bloody Cross. And this match went exactly how this match should go. You had a young upstart and a guy like Master Wato. He maybe getting a little too big for his britches. He picked up some signature wins here in this tournament. He shouldn't be beating the champion right here. And honestly, to Taiji Ishimori's credit, maybe not his credit, but he's taking a backseat to Hiromu Takahashi this whole tournament. His matches are semi-main. They are not the main event. Most of the time, anybody has a main event match, it's normally Hiromu Takahashi. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy considering he's the champion. But then at the end of the day, Hiromu is the Junior Shiyaku. So I definitely understand that. So we get the champion holding court right here, keeping his belt. This belt went online. He served court. He held 12 points. He got the 12 points. And he's keeping his name in the mix because he lost to Desperado. He lost to Hiromu. He lost to Hiromu Takahashi. So he needs to keep his name fresh and he needs to get that 12 points. So that's what he did right here over a guy like Master Wato, who sells first best to the Super Junior, but I'm pretty sure it won't be his last.
I haven't seen too much of Master Wato's work, but this match was definitely entertaining.
Then we get the main event. We had, like I said, the Junior Shiyaku, Hiromu Takahashi, coming into this match with 10 points. Defeating a familiar rival, a familiar foe, when won Raizuke Taguchi in about 25 minutes and 30 seconds. The finish did not go how I expected to go. It was really not a decisive finish. We get Hiromu Takahashi winning in the roll-up, and this match went almost 26 minutes right here. So they gave these guys a lot of time. And they did a lot of good stuff here. Hiromu and Taguchi are really good familiar opponents. And I like when they have their matches right here. And this is a very different best of the Super Junior for Taguchi at this point, because normally if he's not in the semifinal mix, or if he's not in the final mix, he's at least in the semifinal mix. And my man's sitting at 6 points right now. He's nowhere near the final. He don't have a chance. So it's almost a transitionary period for Taguchi right here. And it's kind of crazy to see. But lo and behold, we get Hiromu Takahashi getting the victory right here, getting his 12th point, keeping himself alive for the best of the Super Junior. And yeah, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So really,
real quick,
go ahead.
I want to ask you with Taguchi, since we are so, used to him having more points than what he currently does. Do you anticipate us seeing less of Taguchi? Not necessarily in just 2021, but because he's getting older, you're having more guys retire.
Yeah.
Less ring time. Do you anticipate Taguchi starting to really begin his transition to?
Oh, that's a good point. To being like the uncle, like Taguchi or not Taguchi, like Kojima, like Nagata.
Yeah, Nagata.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. Almost, who he almost might be now, and I'm not saying this as far as him being this guy in particular, but. He's going to probably be Jushin Thunder Liger from this point. He's going to be like an established junior heavyweight guy. He's going to get some victories, but he's probably him being an upper echelon junior heavyweight guy is probably over now. It's probably to that point. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, though. You can't stay on top forever. Like Pup Day said, the sun don't shine forever. So I mean, Taguchi had a great career, former junior heavyweight champion. So hey, he can be like an elder statesman at this point. So. And right now, as far as the best of the Super Junior standings, it's really down to 4 guys with only 3 matches really mattering. So, Got Eagles versus Yamura, Taguchi versus Despy versus Bushi, Hiromu versus Wado, and SHO versus Ishimori. So those are the matches we have. So the first important match actually is Despy versus Bushi. Currently, Despy has the best chance of getting in the finals right now. He has a 75% chance, and the only guy either in a tournament that can lose on the last day and still go to the finals. So Despy has a really solid good chance of going to the finals here. That's why, even though he has the best chance, he's probably going to be the first match on the next card because they're going to get that match immediately out the way.
Yep. Be done with it.
Exactly. Next, we got Hiromu versus Wado. Hiromu's path is simple. He lost to Despy. He lost to SHO. He beat Ishimori. Thus, if he wants to go to the finals here, at least one of SHO and Despy need to lose. And if one of those happen, he can beat Wado. He goes into the finals. If both happen, he tops the block. So that's what you have right there. We have, lastly, SHO versus Ishimori, the only match left between two contenders who can win this tournament. SHO has the best shot between the two. He has the same ideal spot that's in Finjuice. If he wins, he's in. If he loses, he's fucking out. You're fucking out. Shout out to Kenny Powers. So the only thing that changes with the match is that first if Despy loses, and second if Despy wins. Ishimori here, on the other hand, he's more like Hiromu. He needs a win, but also needs one of Hiromu and Desperado to win. If either one of those things happens, Ishimori is in the finals. And if both Hiromu and Despy wins, he tops the block as a sole person at 14 points. So, yeah, we got some interesting math coming up for the Best of the Super Junior final show. We'll be here to cover it. So, thank you to Bunches coming on after a long-ass time. Surely won't be as long as it was before. So, you know what it is. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. I am the Blunt to Unite, or the Pro Wrestling Fly God. Until we touch base on y'all with more World Tag League action. This is about relax, man. You know what to do, man. We out here.